guys. How are you all? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yeah, hey, you know what? I busted out the hair for you guys, I mean, okay. I am going to try to whatever, keep up with your comments here since it's hard to see them. What up, my homie? My homie from across the pond. Okay, so let's see if I can refresh this. And okay. Um, let's see if there's a volume thing on here we could turn down, and let's see if we could get into the comments area. I don't know, I'm not that good with iPads. I don't really do iPads. Um, you know what? We're just gonna do the comments right here. How about that? Okay. So I want to thank Lavender Moon for doing a fantastic job. Don't forget that after my portion today, you guys are going to go off to Ladybird, Anna Teresa, and all the links are down below so that you guys can pop off to those channels, either the channel that was previous me or the channel that's going to be after me. Okay, I hope you guys have some decks ready. I have some decks ready. Hey guys, and I'm sorry you guys are scrolling by so fast. I know a lot of my homies are here, new homies are here, in which case, welcome to everybody. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so homies, spiritual homies, we are going to be getting into our soul contracts. So some of you are probably like, what is a soul contract? And it's it's more of a theory. There's a lot of different points of view on what a soul contract is. And so it's, I mean, with a lot of things, we have to kind of go off of our gut feelings, our beliefs, and kind of, bits and pieces of information that we get here and there, in our meditations. I did write down a few articles if you guys are interested in other people's opinions on the topic. Obviously not just my opinion, because I'm not like the end all be all in anything. Nobody should be, by the way. Okay, so learnreligions.com, that's like, it just, I like that website because it tends to have, kind of an opinion, some based in, anecdotal opinion, also based in, researched facts of different varying beliefs and religions. I think it's pretty cool. So learnreligions.com, in their June of 2019 newsletter by Philomena Lila Desi, she was talking about that before we're born, we are put into these, we decide, okay, I'm gonna choose this as like my family, like you are gonna be my mom and dad, and you're gonna come to me later in life, and you are meant to antagonize me in this life. All right, got it. And you guys are going to do this and that and the other thing. And so you basically decide what scenarios you would like to have happen in order for spiritual growth. Did something freeze? Thank you. When you're choosing all these things, they say, in theory, that when you are in human form, you are more able to advance spiritually than if you are just an energy, if you are just a spirit. You pick all these scenarios, and of course, how it plays out, that's where all the free will and stuff comes into play. So you're saying, okay, I'm going to choose you, and you. You're going to give me issues. You're going to help me out. You're going to be a homie. I'm not going to like you. And together we're going to create this stage. And I've talked about this before. We're going to create this stage, and we're going to play out my life. And as this human form, so human Tara is going to play out her life, she's going to react through her humanness to you. She's going to react to you. She's going to decide how she feels about you and how that colors her world. And in which case, she is going to learn a lot spiritually. So it's kind of like that. And then there was some other sites that I saw. It was like medium.com and foreverconscious.com. There's a lot of websites out there. So, definitely look at all the different opinions. But let's get into what I have picked up for you guys. And I hope you guys can hear me okay. I know my hair keeps going in front of the microphone. It's like, because my purple hair, Okay, so I have some decks that I'm going to be using. Of course, I'm going to be using my Wally's World. I mean, because it's my deck and it's my Wally. So, I mean, okay. So I'm definitely going to be using this for that. And then I have 3 other decks picked out because if I'm going to be doing a really large kind of in-depth reading, I want more than one point of view, which is why I use multiple decks, because I feel like they're, maybe not necessarily their own points of view, but the way they connect to me, when I look at the different pictures and things like that, it taps into a different part of my psyche, thus giving me a different opinion of things. So that's why I use a different deck. So it's like, okay, this is, I see things this way here. And oh, but I could also see things this way here and this way here, So that's why, again, multiple decks. Okay, so we're also going to be using the Way Home Tarot. And we're going to be using the Begin Oracle, which is a new one that I just got. And the Weird Cat Tarot, because it just kind of fit in with my color scheme. So, and I really like this deck. Or actually, did I color scheme the deck? Okay. I have my tea ready. It's over here, but it's hot as lava. So, in order to send love to my taste buds, we're not going to drink that right now. We do have water in the meantime. Okay, so I have a spread that I put in here. This is where I kind of keep all my spreads. You guys grab your decks if you don't have them already. And I just want us to take a nice deep breath. I'm going to have us center ourselves because I know it's like a lot of kind of stuff going on. So we'll take a moment to center before we dive into this because this one's a big one. And whether or not you do it along with me, I think it's good to just take a little bit of a breather. I'm not going to take too long with it. I'll definitely jump into this, but I just want you guys to take a nice deep breath. And usually if I'm going to be doing a big reading, this is what I do, and it only takes me about 30 seconds. So I imagine that my roots from my body are sinking down into the earth, but how I imagine the earth is right when it's back in its beginning phases, when life was just starting to take hold. I think that's a powerful time in Earth's history, is just when life started to flourish, started to blossom. The first inklings of life were coming about on Mama Earth. And so that's where I like to root myself, is right in that spark of creation. And thus, centering myself in the earliest form of Mama Earth. So that's what I'll do. So, and you guys can do that too, by the way, yes. And then at the same time while I'm doing that, I just imagine there's this white, bright light bubble that is around me, and everything that, is a little heavy right now is just burned away in the sunshine that is all around me. At the same time, I kind of imagining this almost like the color of my hair, a beam of light coming in from the ethers coming down through me straight down into the earth. So all of that is just kind of going on. So root yourself right at the beginning of time here on Mama Earth. You got this lavender light coming in through your crown chakra, through all the chakras, down through you back into Mama Earth, and you are surrounded in bright white, high vibrational light. And let's get to it. Okay, so let's jump into the spread. Like I said, I have a few decks for this, but this is a big spread, you guys. There's a lot of questions here, and feel free to pull more than one card for each of these questions. For the sake of time and for the person that's going after me, Ladybird, I obviously am going to cut this. Like, I'm not going to pull that many cards for myself. I'll just do one card for each position, but you guys feel free to do multiple cards, of course. Okay, so I'm going to go over the questions with you, and then let's go through it one by one. Okay, so first question, my name or description in spirit form. So what is my name or the description of myself in spirit form? We may not actually have a name like we do here on planet Earth. That's why I say that. Number 2, who was with me when I signed my contract? So here is where you may want to pull multiple cards. Number 3, what were my parents meant to help me do? Whether you have a positive or negative human relationship with your parents, remember that back when you guys were just signing contracts, these people, these energies stepped in and said, hey, I'm going to be dad, or hey, I'm going to be mom. And these are the kind of people we're going to be for you. Okay, so remember, I'll go through these questions again slower, at a slower pace, when we go through it together. So I'm just kind of going through them one time, and then we'll go through them again a second time. Much slower though. Okay, number 4, what was my social status meant to help me do? So came in here starting at a particular social status, or where were we in the social scheme of things, I should say. Number 5, what were the top 3 things I set out to learn? Because we probably had like a giant textbook of stuff to learn, lots of chapters, but we'll just go with the top 3 for, for right now. Number 6, who are the top 3 people in my soul family? We may have a lot of people in our soul family, meaning maybe not necessarily our like mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, but also like the loves that we've had, the loves that we've lost, the people that we've had arguments with, the people that maybe we don't like so much. But basically everybody that was contracted to make an impact in our lives, whether positive or negative. You guys are not drawing cards just yet. I'll go over the cards with you one by one. I'm just reading the questions to you guys first, and then we'll go through it all together. Okay, number 7, what am I meant to learn through my times of pain? Number 8, what am I meant to learn in my times of joy? And number 9, top 3 people whose soul contracts I am involved in. So maybe like I'm just meant to be like this player in somebody's life, like like whose contracts am I involved in? Oh, Lady Knight said it could also be done like a past life reading. It could actually. That's a good idea. Number 10, one of my major jobs in this world. So not necessarily like your human job, but like kind of like what you were meant to do. And usually when I think of what you're meant to do, it's more than just one thing. Like you weren't just meant to be a store clerk, you weren't just meant to be a tarot reader, or whatever it is. You were meant to do a lot of things, but what was one of the major jobs, and then lastly, a message from your contract. Okay, so we're going to go through this one by one so that we can take this all in. So let's start with question 1. I'm going to start with my Wally's World Oracle. So you guys go ahead and grab your deck. And let me look at the time here. All right, we are good on time. Keep the hair off the microphone. Anna said, I believe we're meant to do a lot of things. Not me is liking the questions. Yay! Thanks, Jennifer. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Camera turn off. So, what was my name or my description in soul form? So what was my name, or what's the description if we don't really have like names, when we shed our bodies? Like what's my description? So you guys go ahead and pull some cards, or a card for that. For time's sake, I'm just going to do a single card, but you guys, you do you. Jennifer's like, you're doing a great Cher impersonation of I need Sunny here though. Okay, we have the card. Oh. Okay. So remember I said name or your description, when you're in spirit form. So this is me in spirit form. The actual photograph, this is December nights here in San Diego, and this is Balboa Park. So here you have these crowds of people. And so in spirit form, I feel like I have quite the large party energy. Oh my gosh, am I a party animal on the other side? That rocks. Yes, I like it. um, and by the way, this is card 30. And so actually I've been seeing threes like everywhere lately. So that's funny that, a card with a three came in. So that's probably, connected to me as well, that my soul vibrates at a three, which is pretty cool. Let's see, people got cups and moons and 10 of wands, the world, 3 of cups, 2 of cups. Yeah, it was so cool. Somebody got the fool, queen of pence. Hey. So yeah, so try to take that in and see, what is the energy of that card first of all? Could you attach a name to it, or what picture would pop up in your mind, or you use the picture that's available on your card to kind of see like, what does my soul look like? For me, my soul is one big party. Like my soul vibrates with like a lot of energy, which is interesting. Can I put the spread in my June newsletter, Lady Night? That is a good idea. You know what? While that is fresh in my mind, I'm gonna write that down. So June newsletter spread. Okay, I will try to fit that in. If not, I will send it separately to you guys. So you guys will actually get 2 things from me in the month of June. Like, ah. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to subscribe to my newsletter, it's totally free. I don't do spammy stuff, so I'm never like sending you like, hey, like buy something for me, type stuff. It's just like my newsletter. If you're interested in like arts and crafts or witchy DIYs or like decks I'm using, YouTube channels I think rock and you guys should check out, and subscribe to my newsletter. It's at kittensweightsandtarot.com. So I'm going to try to do the spread that I'm doing right now. I'll try to put that in the newsletter. If not, I'll send it as a separate like newsletter for you guys for the month. So if you guys are wondering, the deck that I'm working with right now, that is the deck that I created with the help of my spiritual homies, you guys, and community funded on Kickstarter. So this is Wally's World. Okay, so card 1, I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. So we already know, okay, so when I'm in spirit form, it's a party. Okay. Oh, Steph, you're here. I got your message and I will call you after the chat. I need my sis. Okay, number 2, who was with me when I signed my contract? Okay, you guys could pull multiple cards, or for right now, you could just pull a single card if that's what you want to work with. Remember that anybody's spread is totally up to you to customize to fit your own needs and what you want to do, okay? So number 2, let's see, I want to use a different deck for this one. I'm actually going to use the Way Home Tarot. Okay, so Way Home Tarot for this one. Who was with me when I signed my contracts? These would be people that I obviously know in human form, right? In this life. So who is with me? So usually the first person who pops into your head when you look at that card, you're like, oh, is that what? But I don't like that guy, or I don't like that girl. They were there for a reason. Some people are getting a lot of majors today. Some people Rhiannon energy. Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm going to pull 2 cards for myself for this one. Do you know what just fell out? 2 cards. Well, okay. All right. I have the Ace of Pentacles and the Son of Swords. I know who this is. This is my brother. Okay, Son of Swords. That's my bro. That's my brother. My actual blood brother. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I know who this is. Oh my gosh. This is Barbara. She's my Canadian mom. I have, by the way, I have a few moms. I have my, I categorize them. I have like my Canadian mom, I have my Chinese mom, and I have my Filipino mom. And they always think it's awesome. And they're like, you are our American daughter. But yeah, so this is Barbara. Oh my gosh. Oh, Barbara. So, okay. I could pull more, obviously, but this is, obviously just for the sake of time. So, who was with me when I signed my contract? It was my Canadian mom, Barbara, and it was my little brother, who actually his birthday is on Wednesday. My brother will be, wait, 33. I'm like, wait, how old's my brother gonna be? My brother's gonna be 33, my baby brother. Okay, so I will put that to the side now. Let's go into número tres. Um, what were my parents meant to help me do? Remember, whatever your human relationship and your feelings towards your mother and father are, this is just, we go back into spirit form before they became the people that you have certain feelings for. Um, what did they decide that they were going to help you do? Either through their negative actions or their positive actions, they were going to help you do something. Okay, so just kind of keeping all of that in mind. So what were my parents meant to help me do? I say that because in my personal experience, I have a difficult relationship with my parents. I'm going to use a different deck because why not? I'm going to use the Begin Oracle that I just got from Etsy for this one. I'm going to pull two cards, one for mom, one for dad. What were my parents meant to help me do? I would say I have a better relationship with my dad, obviously, than my mom. But in this human life, I have no relationship with my mother. In my dad, we've built a better relationship. Okay, so mom, we'll go mom first. Mom, what were you meant to help me do? Papa, Papa, Papa. Okay. Okay, let me move these out of the way here. All right, Mama and Papa. So, Mama. That's a positive way of looking at it. Okay, for my mother, what she was meant to help me do, here we have the lantern. Because as a soul, the person that was going to incarnate as my mother decided, hey, I'm going to be a crappy mom. I'm not going to support you in any way, because by doing so, that's meant to make you shine your own light and be able to find your own footing. And this makes you a very, very strong person. So I don't have the mother to fall back on. I had to fall back on me. So I ended up finding out how to shine my light because out of necessity, like I had to. If I didn't, I was just gonna go out in the dark. I was just gonna disappear. So this is for my mother. Thanks, Mom Spirit. Okay, Dad. Oh, so we got the Nine of Swords, Knight of Cups. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so Dad, it says support. But here you have this person kind of like leaning on this person, but the other person here has a butterfly, and of course I have connection with butterflies, butterfly over the face. So I'm getting what my dad was meant to help me do was to kind of be there and give the words of, I support you. But again, it was all about finding myself and being able to transform by myself. So yes, he had a little bit more of a presence of, yes, you're my daughter, I love you, but ultimately you're going to have to do everything yourself. I can't support you as a parent in this one. So through that, it was like I got a little bit of the dad love, and with that little bit I had and the strength that I was getting from my mother being able to shine my own light because I didn't have her support, I was able to find big transformations for myself. So, so in a way, however I feel about my parents, I mean, I I can't say that that's a bad thing. That's a good thing. Like I'm glad I have these skills that I have now. They weren't a pleasant way to go through that, but I wouldn't be the person I am sitting here with purple hair talking to you guys, having fun, trying to help people, right? um, okay, so yeah, so mom and dad share books, and mine was to teach me to be strong through adversity and let me climb the mountains in life. Heck yeah. William, yours was to teach you unconditional love. Some people got the Knight of Wands. I love this. I love it. Remember, you guys can always go back and watch the replay, but I will try to post this spread through my newsletter. Okay, number 4. Ooh, I might have to speed it up because now we got like just over a half hour left. Okay, we have 11 questions. Okay, number 4. What was my social status meant to help me do? Okay, so when I was younger, obviously I think my social status has changed, but when I was younger, I grew up in the hood. I grew up low income family, didn't have too much. It was a pretty rough neighborhood. A lot of, every now and then there might be like domestic murder, violence, burglaries, a lot of people stealing from like each other, and it was a rough neighborhood. We'll just say that. So what was my social status there meant to help me do? Again, I'm going to use that Begin Oracle. What was my social status meant to help me do? What was my social status meant to help me? I like this deck. Sweetness. Okay, I just told you guys like how rough my neighborhood was. But I never wanted to take part in any of that. I never wanted to steal from people. I never wanted to hurt other people. And not to say everybody in that neighborhood was like that. Obviously, like my friends, they weren't like that. And there was a lot of good people. And I think through seeing the juxtaposition of people who could take adversity and take it to the extreme of a very, very bad place, and people who could live in absolute poverty yet be so loving and so giving of whatever little they have to other people. And so I gravitated more towards that than I did the opposite. So it helped me develop sweetness, kindness, basically, kindness towards others. And, no matter what I have monetarily or what other people have monetarily. So that's what growing up in the hood helped me do. And that's actually pretty awesome. Okay. Number 5, like I said, I'm just trying to speed it up just a little bit so we can get through here. Let's see. Hermit and High Priestess got the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, Karen, yeah, I totally agree. Like, this is a deep spread. So like if you want to just like pull some cards for now and then do a deep dive later, or you want to go back and watch this at your own pace and like pause it and like really write some stuff down, hey, like whatever works for you. Claire said, my mother wanted me to be an opera singer. Well, hey, I'm an opera singer. I am. That's what I do on the side. Okay. Number 5, what are the top 3 things I set out to learn? We may have decided to learn a laundry list of things, but for right now, what were the top 3 that we were meant to learn? I'm going to go to the Weird Cat Tarot for this one. Ooh. Top 3 things I was meant to learn. What were my top 3 things? What did I decide was on the curriculum? Life's curriculum. Top 3 things I was meant to learn. Top 3 things I was meant to learn. Top 3 things I was meant to learn. There's 1, 2, 3. Boom, bada beam, bada boom. Okay, top three things I was meant to learn. We got the King of Wands. We got the Six of Wands. And we have the Ace of Swords. Wow, top three things I was meant to learn. I like it. Okay. Um, First thing here with the King of Wands, learning how to take, nurture, and develop my passions into something that I could actually like do something with and not just like make it a dream and not just sit there with a dream. Oh man, one day, wouldn't it be cool if? But one of the things I was meant to learn is to take those ideas of, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if, and say, okay, start taking action with what's in your head, that Ace of Swords. Start taking steps towards your passions, actual, steps that you can accomplish, thus making you feel fulfilled. And there we go with these Six of Wands, learning to feel accomplished and feel good about the things that I have created and not just allow to float around in my head as like dreams forever. So yeah, those three things that I was meant to learn, it seems like they blend together. So feeling accomplished in the things that I have created, but also learning to take action steps and not just letting them rattle around in my head. I have a lot of air energy in my chart. I am an air sign. I'm a Gemini. My birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks, so I am like all in the noggin. By the way, like my brain's always like. So, but it's taking that and making things take root, and taking some actual steps, actionable steps towards my goals. So, fellow Geminis in the house, heck yeah! I am going to be at the end of my 30s in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be 39. I'm pretty stoked. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Claire. Somewhere in time tarot, Gemini quick thinkers. Yes, yes. This is, I'm going to learn how to live with mild dissatisfaction. Interesting. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, so time. All right, let's keep going. We are making strides. We're doing good. All right, I'm just kind of setting my cards to the side so I can maybe reflect on those after the chat today. I obviously have to. I made sure that I did not do, like, I kind of did the spread for myself, but I wanted to wait to actually like kind of do it with you guys and then do a deeper dive after the chat. So this is like okay, number six, numero seis. Who are the top three people in my soul family? So whether these people are in your actual physical, like blood related family, but who are the top related people in your soul family? That could be people who are acquaintances, but they had a big impact on you somehow. They could be past lovers. They could be friends, both present and past. Anything like that. So who are the top three people in my soul family? I got soul, baby. Okay. Top three people in my soul family. Come on, people. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. I don't know why that popped in my head right now, but okay. In my soul family, we have the Two of Wands. We have Two of Cups. We got some twos here. And we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so I have a couple of Cups cards and I have a couple of twos, which is interesting. Okay, who's in my soul family? Okay, whatever. It's my ex-boyfriend. He was a douche, but helped me in a certain way learn things about myself. Okay. Who else was in my soul family? My boyfriend. Oh, thanks, Karen. And then 9 of Cups. Oh, really? Huh. This is actually our friend Amanda. She was friends with my boyfriend first. Like they go like way back. Like they were work partners. And then they became really good friends, and now I'm good friends with her. But yeah, that's her. That's so cool. So yeah, that's our friend Amanda. That's my boyfriend. That's my ex. Top 3 people. That's interesting. Huh. It's weird. Like it's not like the people that you're like, ooh, I bet that person was in my soul family. But this is like the top 3. So it does match my hair, right? Okay. Wow, that's so cool. I'm gonna have to let Amanda know. Amanda, if you're watching this, you're my soul family girl. Okay. Number 7. What am I meant to learn through my times of pain? Hmm. 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 Okay, what am I meant to learn through my times of pain? What deck do I want to use for that one? I'm gonna go back to this one, the begin deck. Jillifer said, I got my brother's ex who I was deeply connected with. Oh, that's interesting. Isn't it so interesting? That's why I like these types of things, these spreads. Oh, thank you, Tarot Map. All right, so begin. I'm gonna use this one for what was I meant to learn through my times of pain? Okay, so what was I meant to learn through my times of pain? Okay, let's look. Let's see. We got Ace of Cups. Everybody looks like kind of shuffling right now. Oh, Essence has to go off to a Zoom party. You have some fun. We got Page of Cups, 4 of Pence, the Hierophant. Okay, what was I meant to learn through my times of pain? Oh, protection. So through my times of pain, learning how to protect my heart, protect my energy, protect myself, maybe protect myself from myself sometimes, because sometimes, oh, we are on number 7. Yes, number 7. Or, no, wait, 7. Number 7. Okay, so yeah, through my times of pain, I had to learn protection. So sometimes protection from myself, because sometimes you're your own worst enemy. Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. And yes, the Celestial Mama. Hello. And also the snake, I connect that to one of my goddesses, Ishel. She's actually up on my altar right there. So that's true. It's true. It's true. I like it. Steph's like, is it a snake? Ishel, yes, girl. um, Lisa, I will try to. You know what? I can maybe I'm gonna put the prompts out of my newsletter. I'm gonna try to do that. Maybe I'll try to write them all down below at a later point as well, because they're kind of big questions. So I might try to put them in the information box too. But so you can see like the whole layout. I might try to put that in my newsletter, or as like the follow-up to my newsletter that I put out June 1st. So that way you guys have like the questions. Yes, La Santísima is up there as well. Okay. We're going to go to number 8. What am I meant to learn in my times of joy? Well, for that one, I'm going to go back to the weird cat tarot. Carol said the info box would be great. Well, great. I will put that down below, but then so you guys can actually see it all done out, I'll put it in my newsletter for you guys. What am I meant to learn in my times of joy? Remember that you guys can always pull multiple cards if you wish. Sorry, I just keep trying to keep it off the microphone. Okay. The High Priestess. Ooh, I like matchy matchy. Oh, matchy matchy. Ah! I'm actually matching the High Priestess card right now. That is so cool. Heck yeah. Oh, and I even have a moon on my altar pendant necklace. Which I just started creating these too, and people start to like my altar pendants. Okay, so my times of joy, High Priestess. So my times of joy, I take that time to dive a little bit more into my studies, my being able to look back on things with hindsight being 2020, and trying to see how I'm learning and developing as a spirit. So yeah, so in my times of joy, it gives me time for self-reflection and also more time to learn. Not to say that I'm not learning in my times of pain, but I'm much more cognizant of the things that I'm learning. Maybe. Lisa, my newsletter, if you go on my website, like I think up in the toolbar at kittensweightsandtarot.com, it says newsletter. So I think you just click on that. Or if you scroll to the bottom of any page on any part of my website, it'll say newsletter. So you just click the button and then bam. Okay. All right. Cool. We got 20 minutes. We still got 3 questions. We're good. All right. So number 9, top 3 people whose soul contracts I am involved in. Okay. So whose soul contracts am I in? So these may be people who they could be close to you. They could be acquaintances to you too. Or people that like you briefly knew and you're like, really? I'm in their soul contract? Like, okay. You're like, but I barely knew that person. So from perseverance will come wealth and success for you, for Jillifer. Awesome. I love your answers so far. Just kind of like watching everything fly by. Yeah, I'm digging it. Okay, so I just kind of gravitated towards the Way Home Tarot for this particular question. So again, question number 9, the top 3 people whose soul contracts I am involved in. So remember, these could be people that you may be close with, and it could be people that you haven't really had much of a relationship with, or you kind of knew. Maybe it's somebody that like you met and they were like really nice and you met them at a convenience store or something like that. And but you're like, oh wow, that person, like I don't even know them like all that much. Yes. Sorry, just looking at your comments. Okay. I'm gonna knock some energy into this one again. Jezebel said, I think we are in the contract for every soul we encounter in life as long as you notice them and they notice you. Yes, you know, I also think that too. So like you could probably just like continue to keep pulling cards, you know, for forever on that one, because we encounter so many people throughout our lives. Some encounters are brief, some encounters last longer than others, you know. But this for now is just the top 3. And I think it also helps too for you to be more aware with the encounters that you have with other people, whether they're positive or negative, you know, just being more mindful of like your reactions to things, reactions to people and their actions to things. And just knowing that no encounter is ever just by mistake. You know, every time you bump into somebody or lock eyes with somebody, it's for a reason. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Top 3. Top 3 people's whose soul contracts I'm in. So this one might take longer to think about because you may not know these people very well. 2, 3. Put that there. Okay, I have the Son of Cups. Sophie says, King of Wands. This is my ex for sure. I'll always pull this card for him. I still believe he is my soulmate, soul friend. 6 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles. Interesting. So I have the Son of Cups. I have the Lovers card. And another snake, really? And I have the Strength card, which, by the way, is my birth card. Let's see. Jillifer got Dad. Ooh. Vintage Moon got the Star, which is definitely her daughter. Excellent. Okay, so hold on. I know, Steph, you're laughing at me. Okay, who are these people? Oh, okay. The Son of Cups here. Okay, this was like my first little like boyfriend, I guess. How old would I have been? Um, I don't know. I was probably like 9 or 10 years old. And his family had moved in down the street because they were like, they helped clean, like they were pool cleaners. Um, and they were also like helping to do some handiwork around a house that was about to be sold. So like they were allowed to live at the house while they kind of cleaned everything up and like fixed up some things and fixed the pool and stuff like that. And so it was like a husband and wife and their son, Javier. And he, yeah, I remember he came to the door one time and he just like knocked on my parents' door. And like I came to the door and he's like, Hi, I moved into your neighborhood. You're really pretty. Do you want to be my girlfriend? I'm like, okay. Because like you're 9 or 10 years old, like whatever. um, so yeah, it seemed like he was there forever, but I think he was there for just for like a couple of weeks. But yeah, that was the Son of Cups, and he was the sweetest little boy ever. And we used to pretend that we had magical powers, and he would tell me that he had vision that could see thousands of miles away. He's like, "Do you see that ladybug on that leaf 1,000 miles away right now?" I'm like, yeah, I do. I was like, I too have far away vision. He's like, me too. And he's like, I can fly. I'm like, I can fly too. And he's like, but I just choose not to. I was like, me too, because you would freak people out. You know? Okay, so that's Javier. Oh, little Javito. Okay. The Lovers, again, that's, what? No, that's not my dude. I know who this is. Oh my gosh, are these like, this was like a long-term boyfriend that I had a long time ago. But yes, that was another ex-boyfriend. Am I just gonna have like a card and I'm just like in every ex-boyfriend's like soul contracts? Like what? Okay, the Strength card. Who is this? Oh, you know who this is? I'm pretty sure this is my track coach from high school. I considered him like a dad to me. Christine said, I use the stretch tarot for the people questions and it works very well. Ooh, yeah, that would work well. Um, yeah, this is my track and field coach because he's the one that built strength in me. Yeah, he was like a father to me. He was like a father to everybody on the team. Uh, it was kind of sad because, like, I said I grew up, in the ghetto, and a lot of people didn't even have fathers. And so it was like he became the father for all those boys on the team, all the girls on the team. He always made sure there was no funny business. He always made sure if any of the boys were dating any of us, that this is how you treat a woman. You never mistreat her. Like he was always like on top of them. Like don't you ever like break a girl's heart. And he was always like in our classrooms, making sure that we were in class and getting good grades because he wanted us all to have a good life, you know. So this is Coach Pitts. Coach Pitts. Oh my gosh. I miss Pitts. We used to joke around and say he looked like Debo. You guys ever watch the movie Friday? Our track coach, seriously, is the identical twin of Debo. And we used to call him Debo. And he's like, Debo gonna make you run like 400 repeats. We're like, no. But yeah, okay. So yeah, we have one of my ex-boyfriends. We have a kid from my childhood, and then we have a track coach. Okay. All right. So we're right on time. We have 10 minutes left, and we have 2 more questions. So that's a-okay with me. I'm actually going to finish off those 2 questions with my Oracle deck. Okay. See, Sophie, I have to take my mom to work. We'll catch up later, guys. All right. We'll catch you later. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Real Simple Earth Jade is using the Dark Mansion. I love that deck. Deidre loves the Shadowlands. Ooh, that one's good too. Okay, so second to last question. One of my major jobs in this world. We have probably a lot of jobs, but what's one of my major ones? One of my major jobs. One of my major jobs. One of my major jobs. Pulling out my Roots and Wings Oracle for the last 2 questions. Ooh, you know, I actually have that deck on the way. I just ordered that a couple of days ago. Somebody else is using, Helena is using the Ethereal Visions. Got the 9 of Swords, got the High Priestess. What are my jobs? Okay. Like everything's like shocking me because it's like, it's never what you're expecting. You know, it's so weird. Like we have these probably, I don't know, maybe I'm just talking about myself, in which case let me not project onto you guys. But I feel like I have these presumptions of what the answers for everything should be. Oh, it's quickly becoming one of your faves. That's awesome. I can't wait for it to show up for me. Okay. One of my jobs in this life. It's a 6 of Swords. Susie keeps getting that card a lot. Got the Emperor. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering what this picture is, this was taken in, what city was this? I think this was in Suzhou, China. I was there on an educator's tour back in 2009. And the reason I took a picture of this is it's translated to like swan wing. So it's meant to be like the wing of a swan. And it's just very special to them. And so yeah, let me... Okay, one of my major jobs is to help center people enough, myself included, so I'm not trying to be on any sort of like pedestal or anything, but help other people as well as myself to center ourselves in such a way that we can see a bigger picture in our lives. Like that's one of my major jobs in this world. Jill forgot the 2 of Swords. Let me go back and see. All right, Anna Teresa is taking off. That's because she's getting ready for her segment right after me. So don't forget to go off and see Lady Bird by Anna Teresa next. Aquarius got the Fool. Sherry Bug, I got Serve Others with Integrity. That's awesome. Oh, I like this. So not only helping other people, but also myself to center our lives and try to see things for the bigger picture. Oh, the fire symbol. Yes. Excuse me. The symbols I have on my cards is fire and water. And I have 2 circles, which is a split of infinity, which means that everything in the middle is like the infinite possibility, infinite amount of healing. So that's why they're circles. If you put the circles together, it's infinity. So it's like my thing for my deck. Oh, I like that. Like I said, I'm keeping all the swords off to the all the cards off to the side so that I can do a little bit deeper dive after working with you guys. And the last message, the last, yeah, last question, question number 11, a message from my contract. So our contract is made of energy because we're made of energy. A lot of people are going to try doing this later. Excellent. Carol got Knight of Wands. All right. Message from my contract. Message from my contract. Ooh, you know what? I actually want to pair my Wally's World card with one of the Begin cards. I think that would be a good ending. What do you guys think? Oh, you're welcome, Emmy. Oops. Too many cards popped out. You gotta... Sometimes these decks are so talkative. Okay, so there's one from my deck, and then we're going to pull one from the Begin Oracle. So that could just like have a bigger message. Okay. All right, here we go. And we got 4 minutes. We are right on time. Look at this. I mean, profesh. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so there are certain people who are on this chat right now, or a certain person who is responsible for taking this picture. You might recognize this. But yes, this is like kind of considered like a grandmother tree. So beautiful. I actually photoshopped my little Wally down in there. And then the other one was Hive, which I also work a lot with bee energy. Oh, so question number 11 was a message from your contract. So an actual message from your contract. Wow, this is like, I'm getting like such a download right now. It's crazy. Whoa, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. How do I even put that into words for you guys? A message from my contract. It's like this ancient energy. It's like, hey, just to let you know that your energy, the energies all around you, the energy of the freaking cosmos are older than you can actually fathom. You know, like there is no human concept of this, and that everything is part of a collective. It's part of a hive, and it's ancient, and so it's like nothing here is new news. This is you just being aware of what has already been, and to remember that everybody here who I'm helping, you know, with this spread and everything like that, that all of your contracts and the things that you guys realize, we're all one. It's like all our contracts, whether we've met each other in person or not, or, you know, maybe we've never met, you know, and people who aren't even on this chat, who don't even know me, like, our contracts are all connected to this hive of energy. And so just to remember that whatever your contract is, it's never disconnected from anybody else in this universe. So, all right. Whew, all righty. Okay, we are down to the last 2 minutes, which is excellent. You know, I'll just do a little closing up. And then, yeah, I encourage you guys to continue on over to Lady Bird, Anna Teresa, and her link is down below. Like I said, you guys wanted me to post the prompts in my information box. Hopefully I could do that later today, but at some point I will post the prompts down there, maybe possibly by this evening. And then for the people who are signed up with my newsletter, if I can't, because I already wrote the newsletter for June 1st, if I can't squeeze it onto the June 1st newsletter, which, whoa, June 1st is tomorrow, okay, then I'll do a follow-up like mini newsletter of like, hey, here's the spread that I used during the Tarot-thon, so that way, you know. So, and if you wanted to sign up for that newsletter, which is totally absolutely free, and I'm like not a spammy person, just go to kittensweightsandtarot.com. Yeah, and if you wanted to like check out my Wally's World, which is also there, So yeah, I thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you, Simon, my homie across the pond, for putting on this third annual event. This has been a lot of fun. And yeah, can't wait for next year. And you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. We'll just take a deep breath and release a lot of this energy because it's been intense. And I know you guys are scrolling past really quickly, but love each and every one of you, whether or not I can see your comments right now. So thank you, Simon. All right, so at that, it is now noon. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.